Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this does not work without you guys. You know, there is a war that's going on about pay Dak, don't pay Dak, pay Amari, don't pay Amari, and people who have literally been losing their mind about what the Cowboys are spending. This is actually kind of interesting because Jason Lockenfor just did an article, which is kind of cool. See, what I like to think of myself is a sports digester. My wife was like, that just doesn't sound good. That sounds like a garbage disposal. But I said, yeah, that's exactly it. Because what I do is I try and take everything that's out there, go through it, try and get a consensus from the information that you hear, digest it and see what comes out. Hopefully it's not some shit. But digesting the information that's out there, because you hear so many different things. Like, for example, yesterday we heard the phone call Tom Brady had with Bill Belichick that it was bad and he was leaving, which set off a firestorm of places that he was going to go, versus other people saying that it was kind of like business as usual, which is very monotone and business-like with Bill Belichick. So you have to try and weed through these things to try and figure out what's really going on. So knowing that the Dallas Cowboys have the fifth most amount of cap space, and the reason why they have that is since 2016, the Dallas Cowboys have spent $634 million on salaries. And you're probably looking like, damn, wow, we spent that kind of money on players? Yeah. You realize that that's the least amount any team has spent on player salaries. Any team. And currently, teams like us and the Ravens, our salary numbers are in the bottom low of the cap era. One of the big reasons that you have that is because the Cowboys drafted well, and they have a lot of young players that are on their initial contracts. And they didn't go out and pay a whole lot of money for free agents. See, and that's the key. See, a team like the Washington Redskins that goes out and gets a Josh Norman and then goes and gets a Landon Collins and gets, an Alex Smith. They're spending a lot of money for guys to come in for three pieces where you look at your rookie class and like $10 million to pay for your whole rookie class. So from that standpoint, the Dallas Cowboys have not spent much money. And let's be honest here. If the Cowboys want, they can easily, without any pain, get to $120 million of spending money. The Cowboys, in effect, could sign everybody that they want to sign that's on the current roster and go out and get some free agents. Now, what that's going to do, of course, is it's going to kick some money down the road, but then you look at this hypothetically and say, if the CBA passes next week or by next Thursday, then there's going to be so much money down the road, it's not going to matter. In fact, I would use that as my philosophy, and I think this is one of the reasons why the owners are waiting to do all the big contracts until that CBA is done, because then they know for sure what kind of money they're going to be able to spend. But the Cowboys have been frugal with how they spend money. And we're going to probably look back. I know right now we're talking about, what we paid, Zeke Elliott and what we paid D-Law and Lyle Collins and stuff. But what it may end up looking like a year or two from now is it may look like it's a smart move. Because you hear about Giovanni Clowney, who right now is a free agent. Okay, he got traded from the Texans to Seattle. Now he's a free agent. He's looking for $22 and $23 million. This guy only had 3 sacks last year. 3 sacks. Now, I'm not suggesting that we go out and sign Clowney, because we could. We could lock up Amari. We could lock up Robert Quinn. We could lock up Dak Prescott. And we could make some moves and go out and get a guy like that. But I'm looking at the overpriced market. 22, 23 for a guy who's had 35 sacks in his career. That's way, way, way overpriced. And as you know, Sammy Watkins is a free agent. He got $16 million before as a free agent. So when you look at an Amari Cooper right now and you start realizing the devil I know is better than the devil I don't know. I know what I can do with Amari Cooper. I know what the impact has been on my team. And even if it costs me $18-19 million to keep him, that's better than me going out and getting a free agent guy and think that he's going to be able to replace him for a little bit less. That's being penny wise and pound foolish. And quite frankly, anybody who's a premier player, you're going to pay premier prices. So we start thinking about Byron Jones and what he's going to be able to demand. It may be 15, 16, 17 million dollars. You look at that and say, the guy's got 2 interceptions. He's a great player. He's a shutdown guy sometimes, but that's a little bit of chatter right there. So understand this doom and gloom that you hear about the Cowboys, that they can't pay anybody. Understand, we have $77 million, and we have places where we can restructure contracts if we want to get more cash. Think about Kansas City, who has $13 million right now, and they have to pay Pat Mahomes. Yeah. All right, so I got to get ready to go to the post office and get your guys' stuff out, and I got to clean up this man cave. I got a problem here that I need some help with. I have been, a lot of you great fans out there have been sending stuff in here. Some of you guys called this place the Dallas Cowboys Smithsonian. I won't go quite that far. I don't have that much stuff in here. But I have a lot of stuff, and I need to find places to hang it. So I'm getting kind of crowded in here, and I need some suggestions. And maybe what we'll do is we'll do a live stream and just kind of look around at what we have, because I've got the banner from Joseph Heatherly. I got the 3D rendition of the stadium. I've got the autographed 88 piece that's in here. I got so much stuff that I just don't know where it's going to go, and I'm going to have to kind of rearrange things and try and make it so it doesn't look like it's just cluttered. I need to figure out what's the best way to try and display all this stuff. Oh boy. I feel like Jaws, where the guy says, I think we need a bigger boat. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll catch you on the flip side. I will see you guys soon.